Hello. Twitch.tv/Barbiethon. The link will be at the top. It's July 30th and July 31st, 2022. Be there, be there. Lots of Barbie games, lots of fun. Okay. This is Barbie Beach Vacation, any percent. My final time, it's gonna be obviously in the title and when I submit to SRC. It should be about 10:55. I split about 2 seconds early because this was my second completed run, but honestly in my head it feels like my third run because I got to Sandcastle, and Sandcastle is essentially the last area where you have any significant control, and I got all the way to Sandcastle, so I consider that basically the end of the run, because if you know your time at Sandcastle, you should generally know what the rest of the run should be. Because the only thing you can lose time on at that point afterwards is bad menuing. Which I definitely had bad menuing. This isn't the most competitive Barbie record. But you know, it was fun to get. In my last video when I played one of an obscure-ish Barbie game, I said, quote, "It didn't make me feel bad." I cannot say the same for this game. I can't say that. I think this would probably go in the C category. It's kind of shit. I just don't like how most of it's an auto-scroller. And the parts where I do have... I mean, the thing is, I hate that the beginning always starts with this segment. I wish it started with animals in Sandcastle. I mean, I'm glad it's not surfing, dance, photo, and skiing all at once, because, you know, that'd be horrible. But it's still hard. You have to reset, you know, you just have to reset, and you always have to do this. It's really painful. The music is okay. It's just such... The thing is, it's not underwhelming. It's like negative. It makes me feel like... What does it make me feel like? Let's think about this. This game makes me feel like I'm missing something very obvious. I mean, and I am. I don't know a lot about the game. But, like, this game just feels like molasses. It feels like molasses. Now, also, biddies. Biddies. Hear me out. You collect bottles. Bottles aren't ideal for this run because you have to click on each of them at the end. But, hear me out. Hear me out. 100%? I'm so fucking stupid. Every single category, I'm like, but can there be 100% though? If it can't be 100%ed, I don't want any part of it. Oh god. Okay, so for this segment, if you don't know, you can click the space bar. Not this segment specifically, but when we get to the turtle, you can click the space bar and just move the mouse. I thought you had to click, and I thought that too. I thought that for the longest time. That me being like one day, I thought that. But yeah, I was just spamming the space bar the whole time because I was like bored, and I just figured out, oh, the camera function works. It makes it a lot easier to position your mouse quickly. Not that I do it in this run, mind you. The trick is pretty useful, but I don't really show it off very well. Like, see, I golded that by 6 seconds, and you saw those mistakes. Like, yikes. RNG really saved me, huh? And you know, bad menuing. So, for the sandcastle parts, I just tried looking at the top, comparing it against the bottom, then just doing all the buckets I saw. You know, worked well enough. Wasn't perfect. But I think aside from that mistake, I did pretty perfectly. Also, I'm not splitting all perfectly in this video. When I was on Call of Biddies, he kept having to remind me to split. I do that a lot when I'm new to speedrunning a particular game. I just always forget to fucking split. It takes me a while to get in the groove of it, but I was getting there. But I got world record, and I was like, should I get lower because this time isn't very good and the run isn't perfect? But then I looked at the time, and it's like 20 minutes before midnight, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. So here I am. And I do like that it is a minigame though. You don't just have to click the arrows over and over again. The continue arrow over and over again. Gives it some variety. Also, the image to your left is Barbie and Shrek. Barbie has 289 total players. Shrek has 288. Let that sink in. The Shrek memes that you've seen on the internet forever, the overdone All-Star Smash Mouth remixes, in terms of the speedrunning community, all of that is less relevant than Barbie gaming. If that doesn't make you think, I don't know what to tell you. Surfing. I saw this in Biddy's runs, but he did verbalize it. If you stand, at the very back, literally nothing can hit you. I guess they turned off hit detection at the very underneath the wave for some reason, so whatever. They just assumed the player would actually be trying. And you can still do tricks back there, by the way. I just chose not to. Because I saw the predicted time, and I was like, hell yeah, and yeah. Celebrating. 3 runs in a game like this is too long. Too much. However, if Biddy's takes world record, I will happily clap back, eventually. I need to, get Pet, Rescue, and Rapunzel again. But, I'll let Ivy and Matthew have the records for a while. I'll let it sit. I'll let it, what's the word? Mold? Yeah, I'll let it mold a little bit. I'd just be so interested to know. I guess the same number of bottles would spawn on the wave. Like, maybe always, 3 bottles spawn on the waves or something. I'm not sure how the bottle thing works. Even in my casual run, when I was trying to get bottles, I didn't really get all of them. Also, this is when I learned how you're supposed to play the game. When I did my casual run, I thought you had to hit the space bar, and so I was like a dumbass hitting the space bar every time it got to the middle, being like, oh yeah, I'm so smart, I did it. That didn't affect anything. And then I learned you can just left click and make the music notes disappear faster, but it doesn't speed up anything. I gold here, but again, I think it's literally just menuing differences. I don't know for sure. I'm not gonna check, but I sincerely doubt it's anything to do with the actual quality of the run. Or also, another real possibility is that I was splitting differently. But yeah. This is the longest segment. I know that's fake. I know, probably skiing is the longest in actuality. But this one feels the longest. Because you're just sitting here, suffering, watching her barely sway her hips. And I was spam clicking, hoping it would make a difference. It didn't. It didn't. Also, for future reference, or for anyone who's not in the Barbie server and heard me babble about this all day, I got a Talk With Me Barbie. What's a Talk With Me Barbie? It's a program well, it's a CD-ROM and a doll. The doll has a computer that she sits at, and the computer connects to your computer with a cord, and basically the CD-ROM you put in your computer, and you can download data from the disc onto that like computer thing or whatever, and then Barbie's necklace is like an infrared sensor, which is like a remote control basically, and she can just pick it up and learn it and download it, so she can learn certain phrases. And the run's about over. But yeah, it's very cool. I need to get a USB adapter, and I hope it works. If it doesn't work, I'll be so depressed. Because I can get the program to work, but, you know, that's not anything. Yeah, I actually lost time here, but... And hopefully I didn't split too early. Yeah, but yeah, have a good life, bro.